If she disrespects you, drains you, controls you, or makes you question your worth, leave. Because real love builds you, it doesn't break you. Too many men waste years trying to fix women who only come to test them. Today, I'll show you exactly how to spot the signs. The 6 red flags that tell you when to walk away before she destroys your peace, your focus, and your purpose. No games, no guessing, just truth that'll save you from the wrong woman. Let's begin. 1. She wants you to buy her love. At first it feels innocent. She appreciates your effort, compliments your generosity, and says you spoil her too much. You feel like a provider, a man doing what men do. But slowly, that appreciation turns into entitlement. Suddenly, affection has a price tag. Her smile appears only when you spend. Her love shows up when your wallet opens. If you really cared, you'd get me this. If you really loved me, you'd help me with that. That's when you need to wake up, brother. Because the moment you start buying her happiness, she stops valuing you. And here's the part most men miss. You're not giving because you want to. You're giving because you're afraid of losing her. That's not love. That's emotional blackmail wrapped in romance. She doesn't want you. She wants the lifestyle you provide. Once she realizes you'll pay for her affection, she'll raise the price every time. You become the ATM, not the man. Remember this. A woman who's truly in love doesn't want more things. She wants more you. But when she starts counting gifts instead of gratitude, she's already planning her exit. The moment your giving stops, and once money stops buying her thrill, she'll look for a new way to control you by crossing your boundaries. 2. She disrespects your boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They're fences that protect your peace. But when you're with the wrong woman, your boundaries become her favorite game. It's not confusion, it's testing. She's measuring your backbone, seeing how far she can go before you fold, and here's where most men fail. They think being understanding will fix it. They keep forgiving. They keep explaining. But every time you let her cross a line, she loses respect for you. Why? Because women don't test your limits to break you. They test to see if you'll enforce them. If you don't, she won't trust you to lead. And if she can't trust your strength, she'll start manipulating your weakness. Brother, a woman who mocks your no will never respect your yes. And once she realizes she can twist your limits, she'll twist your emotions next. That's where the victim game begins. 3, she always plays the victim. This one's deadly because it feels like empathy at first. She tells you about her past, how every man hurt her. You feel protective. You want to be the one who never lets her down. But soon you notice a pattern. Every story makes her the saint, and every ex was the villain. Now every disagreement becomes your fault. You'll catch her lying, but she'll cry until you doubt your own eyes. You'll express your feelings, and she'll say you're being dramatic. She's not solving problems. She's shifting blame. She doesn't take accountability. She performs it. Tears, guilt, silence, emotional withdrawal, all tools to make you apologize for her mistakes. Brother, that's not love. That's emotional theater. And here's what most men don't see. When you start feeling like you're always wrong, you've already lost control. You stop standing up for yourself because peace feels safer than truth. But peace built on guilt never lasts. You can't heal a woman who hides behind her pain to manipulate yours. The moment she uses her past as a weapon, not a lesson, you're no longer in a relationship. You're in a psychological maze, and once she realizes guilt no longer works, she'll attack the one thing that gives you power, your purpose. Before we go deeper, just do one thing for me. Hit the like button. If this is already hitting something real, what's coming next will hit even harder. Let's keep going. 4. She sabotages your purpose. Every strong man needs direction. Purpose is what turns a boy into a builder. But when a woman doesn't respect your mission, she'll start making you feel guilty for having one. You'll say, "I'm working late tonight." And she'll say, You care more about money than me. You'll focus on your dreams. And she'll say, you're emotionally unavailable, brother. Understand this clearly. The wrong woman doesn't want a leader. She wants attention on demand. She wants you available at all times, even if it kills your drive. She doesn't want to build a kingdom. She wants to be entertained in a circus. And the moment you trade your focus for her comfort, you'll lose both her respect and your direction. Because women might be drawn to charm, but they fall in love with purpose. Lose that, and you lose everything. And when she can't control your purpose, she'll go after your peace. Through the one weapon she knows you crave most: intimacy. 5. She uses intimacy as a weapon. When love becomes a transaction of affection, that's when control begins. She'll give you closeness when she wants something. She'll withdraw it when you stand your ground. She knows your biology better than you think. She knows when to touch you, when to avoid you, and when to use silence to make you chase her again. It's not random, it's strategy. And here's where most men lose their power. They start thinking intimacy equals approval. They start performing to earn what should be freely given. But love that you have to beg for isn't love at all. It's manipulation wrapped in skin. Once she conditions your mind to seek her touch as validation, she owns you, not through words but through withdrawal. Brother, when affection turns into a reward system, your masculinity becomes a leash. You're no longer leading, you're reacting. Detach, not to prove a point, but to reclaim your clarity. Because when a woman uses intimacy as a weapon, it's not passion. It's control in disguise. And if she ever crosses the final line, the one that kills trust completely, then there's no saving it. 6. When she cheats on you. This one doesn't just hurt, it changes you. It rewires how you see love, loyalty, even yourself. You start wondering, was I not enough? You question your worth. You doubt your instincts. But listen closely. Her betrayal says nothing about your value. It exposes her lack of discipline, her absence of gratitude, and her hunger for chaos. Cheating is not a mistake. It's a decision made in full awareness. It's the act of looking at someone who loves you and choosing to lie anyway. And once a woman crosses that line, no amount of forgiveness can rebuild what she destroyed. Because she didn't just break your trust, she broke the safety you built in her presence. And here's the hardest truth. You don't need revenge. You don't need closure. You just need distance. Walk away in silence, because silence is the language of strength. And peace is the loudest answer to betrayal. That brings us to the truth every strong man eventually learns the hard way. Walking away doesn't make you cold. It makes you wise. Brother, you can love her. You can forgive her. You can even pray for her peace. But understand, not everyone you love is meant to go where you're heading. If she makes you buy her love, disrespect your boundaries, play the victim, sabotage your mission, weaponize intimacy, or betray your trust, she's not your partner. She's your test, and your response to that test determines your next level in life. Don't fail it by staying where your soul is dying. Real love doesn't drain you. It challenges you to grow without threatening your peace. So when it's time to leave, do it quietly. Do it with dignity. Do it like a man who values his purpose over his pain, because walking away from chaos doesn't make you heartless. It makes you healed.